Hello everyone, Brickbear here, and today guys we're going to be looking at the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantum Realm Explorer set. This set comes with 200 pieces, 3 minifigures, and it retails for $20 in the United States. Now let's take a look at those minifigures. So, starting with Ant-Man himself. And yeah, this one right here is pretty similar to the 2015 version, though there are a couple of differences, and that's on the torso and the legs. Both of them are new prints, and I really like how that looks. And there's also some backpinning, which, like, all that looks really great. But the problem with this minifigure is that they didn't give him a new helmet, and that really sucks, because this is the same helmet that they used in 2015, and it's inaccurate, because it has, like, a gap where you can see his mouth, but that's not in the movie. It's, like, covered up. So that's kind of lame that they decided not to do that, but hey, at least we are getting a new helmet for him in the Avengers Endgame sets. He also comes with he also has some new facial expressions, which are way more accurate than the ones in 2015. I think those were actually just Ezra Miller's face from Rebels. So this is way better. This actually looks like Paul Rudd, and he also comes with a scared expression, which I think really fits the spirit of his character. So yeah, that's it for Ant-Man. And here is the Wasp, and my god, this is a terrible looking figure. Like, seriously. Lego, what are you Like, when I saw this figure for the first time, I was like, Lego, what the heck is this? Like, let's start with the most obvious problem with this figure. And that's this helmet. This is the Invincible Iron Man helmet. And it doesn't work for the Wasp. She has those little, like, antennas coming out of her helmet, and this one doesn't have that. And I mean, sure, her mouth is closed off, I guess, but it still just looks so inaccurate. It just looks like she has a bucket on her head or something. It's not that I dislike the piece, it's just that Lego is really lazy with the way they're using it. And also, why did they decide to give her fairy wings? Couldn't they have done something with, like, the parademons from the Justice League, where the wings would have been longer? Because this just doesn't fit. Honestly, it just doesn't. Also, there's no leg pinning, which, like, I get it. Usually MCU sets don't have leg pinning, or just superhero sets in general, but her torso, which actually looks pretty good, looks super weird without it, and without the leg pinning, so that kinda sucks. And then guys, if you take off her wing piece and her helmet, you can see she does actually have some printing on the back of her torso, which again looks really good, but it's just the rest of the figure kinda sucks. She also has 2 expressions, which I actually think this is, I don't remember her name, this is like the woman from Rogue One. I don't remember her name, Star Wars, but she's the lady from Star Wars Rogue One, okay? I think that's her face prints, and it actually looks pretty good for, I don't remember the actor's name, but it looks pretty similar to her. But yeah guys, that's it for the Wasp, and now let's move on to the final minifigure. Then guys, moving on to the final minifigure in the set, this is Ghost, and this is actually the most accurate minifigure in the set. First of all, I know that she doesn't have leg pinning either, but she didn't really need to. It looked kinda odd on Wasp, but here I don't really mind it as much. I also really like the printing on her torso, which you can see she also has some on the back, which I really do like that. I also like getting this hood piece in this dark grey color. Also, she has a pretty creepy face expression right there, which is like her, I guess her mask or helmet or something. I don't remember exactly, it's a little while since I saw the movie, but yeah, that looks really good. And she actually has the second expression as well, which is showing her normal face. That's actually pretty cool, and I really like that. So yeah guys, that's it for the minifigures. And now let's actually not move on to the sets, because I actually have one more thing I need to show off. And that is actually all the extra pieces, or I guess accessories that comes in the set. You can see Ghost comes with 2 Power Blasts, which, if you don't know how those work, you just put her arm up like this, you put it in her hand, and you can push on it, and it will fire off like that. So that's pretty cool. We also have a Shrink Ray. I'm pretty sure it's a Shrink Ray at least. It's a pretty simple build, but it's nice to include it anyways, and you can see here that I think Ant-Man is supposed to hold it, so hopefully I did that right. We also get this little container right here, which has a nice little printed piece on the top, but honestly pretty simple. And we also get this pretty cool trophy right here, which is a golden trophy, which I actually really like. I have a couple of silver trophies, but I have never gotten the gold trophies before. So that's pretty cool, and that does appear in the movie, so it is screen accurate. Anyways, now let's move on to the build. So here it is, guys, the Quantum Realm Explorer itself. And despite the minifigures maybe being a bit of a letdown, I actually really like the build of this. I actually think it looks really cool. I really like how it looks like a fly in the front and everything. And this set actually has a couple of cool little things packed in it. First of all, it has these little, I guess this is supposed to be like the mouth of the vehicle or something, and you can actually hold things with it, which is pretty cool. So you can see, you can actually hold things like the trophy on there, so that's pretty cool. Also, we have this cockpit area right here, which you can see actually has these printed windshield pieces, I guess you could say. And those look really cool. I really like that. And you can see the way you open it is by moving those on the side first, and then you can move the one on the top. And you can see inside here you can put, for example, Ant-Man in it. And he's supposed to kind of steer the ship. That was the wrong way. Yeah, that's good enough. You guys get my point anyways. So, moving on to the sides of the vehicle, you can also see there's some stickers here, like this one and those inside there. There's also these things right here which you can rotate on. I guess these are like extra blasters or something to give the Explorer itself a little bit more of a boost. There's also some nice uses of these little roller skate pieces in silver, which are not new, or well, they're in metal, but they're not new, but those are pretty nice to get. You can also see on the back here, they actually use these barrel pieces in gray, and I think that's really clever. I think that looks really good. Same on the side here, and on the top, you can see they once again use some of those roller skate pieces. Those I saw in gold, which again we have gotten before, but a pretty nice touch. You also get some stickers here as well. Though that is... Oh, actually I forgot to mention one thing. There's also some stud shooters down here, which are pretty well hidden. I actually didn't see them at first. Either way, if you don't know how the stud shooters work, you just press down on them. Oh, I blocked it with my hand, are you kidding me? Okay, like this. I don't know if you guys could see that because the pieces themselves are clear, but no well. They simply fire off, that's all I need to say. Anyway guys, that's it for the build of the set, and now let's move on to the instructions and the box. So here is the instruction, and you can see it's a pretty simple instruction. It's about the same size as all the other $20 set instructions. You can also see there's actually no advertising on this thing, which kind of sucks. And they also have this whole Lego contest or whatever. I actually don't know what this is. Anyway, I guess that's it for the instructions. Now let's move on to the box. So here's the box, and I rarely ever have boxes for this set. So yay, that's pretty good in my opinion. Anyway, you can see there's some artwork down in the bottom corner there, which I actually really like. Or at least, yeah, it's artwork. I started to wonder if they're actually real people. You can see on the back here they have all the little play features and some artwork again of the Lego versions this time, which I think is pretty cool. But yes, that's pretty much it for the box, and now let's move on to my final thoughts. Okay guys, so all in all, this set is kind of a mixed bag, honestly. I mean, on the one hand, you do have a pretty cool looking build, and you also get some okay minifigures with the Ant-Man figure and a pretty good minifigure with the Ghost figure. But then you have the lack of a new helmet for Ant-Man and the terrible looking Wasp minifigure, which as you can see is just in pieces there. So yeah guys, this is kind of a mixed bag of a set, but I guess it's slightly more positive than negative. And if I would give this set a rating, I would probably give it like a B-, C+ maybe. This is just kind of an okay, mediocre set, honestly. Anyway guys, that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!